Hey everybody, how's it going? This is Matt from SnusCENTRAL.org and SnusTV.com. Hope this stream is going well as far as audio and video quality goes. Um, at the beginning of this stream, it might be a little bit choppy, so just keep that in mind. But the quality should pick up and it should get better the longer this goes on. So, um, write in the comments, in the live stream comments, if the audio is okay. And I know right now the video quality may be a little bit choppy. Just bear with it for a little bit here. And, just bear with it. Let me pull up the chat here. Get that going. Okay. So, again, hopefully the audio is okay. But the video might be a little bit choppy, so keep that in mind. But it will get better as it progresses. Anyway, tonight we are going to be taking a look at Knox white portion. And this is a snus that, man, I haven't had this in quite some time. It's been, I think, maybe 3 orders or so since I've had this snus. Really, really darn good stuff. Something that if you guys have not had yet, you really need to pick up a couple cans or for a roll, if you guys really like tobacco-centric snoozes. This is pretty darn traditional, but it's different. We'll get into that in a minute. I just want to wait a couple minutes here and make sure some more people are getting on and joining us. We should get a decent turnout today or tonight because of the lockdown in a lot of states and everything like that going on. So I'm doing this from my phone too. So hopefully during this live stream, it'll turn out okay. All right. Hello, I got a Sweden viewer. How are you doing today? So anyway, all right. So again, we're going to be talking about Knox white portion tonight, and I want to do a chat with you guys. I want to see how you guys are doing in the snus world, how you guys are holding up during all this crazy times we're having. Sorry about adjusting the camera here. I just want to make sure everything's good before we start talking. Again, guys, if you're joining me live, let me know in the comments how the video quality is. If it's a little choppy, that's okay. Let me know. So I'm just waiting for some feedback on that. I know there's a little bit of a delay on YouTube. So, and then again, I'm actually, oh, my computer's not behind me, but I know there's some encoding software you can get for Linux. So I'm actually working on that so I can get like a multiple camera setup. I'm still trying to figure out how to do that. So far, I've only been using the live tools here on YouTube, which, I mean, they're okay. They're not the greatest, but it works for now. How are you guys doing tonight? Let me know in the comments. Again, let me know how the audio and video quality are going. If you're watching this after the fact, I am really sorry. I know this is probably going to be boring for the first like 5 to 10 minutes of this pre-recorded live stream. But I just want to get some people rolling in here. And it does take a couple minutes for people to join because notifications are being sent out and everything like that. So we will be talking about Knox white portion soon. And I want to take some live questions and comments here on air. So yeah, let's get to talking about some stuff, guys. So, sneak peek and a teaser. I'm going to be doing a review on Faro Raspberry Mint very soon. This is going to be a regular review. This stuff is surprisingly good. And it's an interesting product. Smells great too. But stay tuned for this one in a regular review. Coming up very soon, probably within the next day. Okay. Got some people rolling in here. How you guys doing tonight? All right. Audio and video are fine. And Gustav is doing great. Good to hear. I'm doing good. Doing good. Staying sane during this crazy COVID-19 lockdown. It's been pretty boring. So I guess the benefit of that is I could work on snus reviews. Other than that, he's enjoying Granite Stark Wheat or White. Good snus. I almost ordered that on this last order, but I didn't do it. I didn't pull the trigger. I ordered Knox White as my go-to tobacco flavor, and I'm really glad I did, because again, I haven't had this snus in quite a while, and I sort of got a craving for it. And when I popped the first couple portions in, man, I really enjoyed this snus, and I found out what I was missing again. So really, really good stuff. All right. Again, we have more people jumping on. Thank you. Thank you for joining us tonight. I know for some of you guys it's in the early morning, but again, drop some comments down below, join in on the discussion, and let me know what you guys are using during this broadcast, snus-wise or nicotine pouch-wise. I know some of you guys are really into nicotine pouches. Again, we're talking about Knox White in a couple minutes. Just, again, waiting for some more people to join in. Right when I hit about the 10-minute mark, we're going to be jumping into Knox White portion. So yeah, just spread the word, guys. Get the word out that I am live right now and taking questions, comments, and I just want to have a discussion with you guys. So yeah, again, spread the word. Get the word out there that SnusCENTRAL, Snus TV is live. I'm not going to be having any other guests at the moment, just because I have to have encoding software. But I just want to have a chat with you guys. So it's really the two things we're going to cover. Again, a chat and Knox White, for those of you who are just joining us. Yeah, so leave some comments. Seriously. All right. Randy has Lundgren's Vestkusen in. Great news. And let's see here. NDR North, I'm going to say it's North Thunder 1. That's what I'm going to call you for your username. Any interruptions in availability of Swedish snus during the pandemic? I'm setting on 15 rolls. As far as like distribution wise go, I mean, Larry, if he's joining us tonight, he could probably chime in on that. But as far as in the chat, if he's in the chat, he can chime in on that. As far as I know, I don't know anything on that. Everything though that I've heard is like golden so far. So everything's still good to order. You might have to check with your like local area of shipment provider, your like UPS, FedEx, stuff like that. I've heard rumors that UPS is going to like limit to only essential items. Who knows if tobacco is a part of that? But that's just a rumor I've heard. So I don't think as of now there's going to be any interruptions as far as shipments go into the U.S. Could be wrong on that, but anyway. But then again, like on the Sweden side, I haven't heard much. There's rumors that it's getting bad. I don't know. I can't speak to that. I'm no expert, especially on like logistics sides. I mainly am just here to tell you what products taste like and build a community. But yeah. Okay. We're very close to the 10-minute mark. Then we're going to start talking about Knox White. But I do have a quick question from Gustav. If you could make your own snus, what would the flavor be? Okay, so if you guys have been watching, if you guys have been watching any previous live streams I've done, you'll know what I want out of a snooze. So for me personally, I love clove, and I know GN Tobacco has a clove snooze, but it's way too strong of a nicotine strength for me personally, even though I enjoy it. But it would be a natural vanilla flavor with a good tobacco base. We're talking like a smoky tobacco base and a hint of clove. I know a lot of you guys may be thinking, oh, that sounds nasty. Here's the thing. Hear me out. You get a good smoky tobacco base character, like similar to like a Latakia blend. Add a little bit of vanilla in there, and then some clove in the background. I think you'd be very surprised. I think that'd be great. As far as like flavored snoozes, like Gustafson said, he said he'd like a pineapple flavored snooze. I think that'd be interesting. Me personally, I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of pineapple. Um, I mean, I could see that. That'd be interesting. That'd be nice. Maybe like a pineapple cream. Maybe it would be really nice. As far as flavored snoozes go, even though I order a lot of flavored snooze, I really like tobacco centric flavors. I mean, like Eton, Stroof, Knox, General, those type of characters of flavors of tobacco, love it. I think like 90% of the snooze world likes tobacco centric snoozes. I could be wrong, but that's what I'm seeing out of a lot of you guys. A lot of you guys like your Grove and everything like that. So, you know, but pineapple with a light tobacco character would be very, very interesting. Grove is amazing. And actually, I have a couple cans of Grove Randy in my fridge that I will be doing a review on very shortly. All right, so keep those questions going and talk amongst yourselves while I talk about Knox White. Let's get right in to Knox White portion. All right, flavor profile on Knox is pretty darn good. As you guys know, Knox is probably like the second most popular tobacco flavor in Sweden. That's what I'm hearing from my friends in Sweden. And I've heard that from Scroof as well. During the first inaugural SnusCon, that Knox was the #2 selling brand. Okay, Gustafson interrupted me. He said it's the #1. It's really okay. Gustafson hasn't really surpassed General. That's hard to believe. Has that really surpassed General right now? Let me know. Anyway, yeah. So apparently it's #1, but Knox White is a. You could think of it as like General in a way, but it's more tobacco centric. It's got a hint of bergamot. Um, I have one in right now. I'm enjoying one. It's amazing stuff. But yeah, it's like it's got this tangy, citrusy type taste to it. That's light. It's bergamot. There's definitely bergamot in there, but it's more on the citrusy side of bergamot. It's not bitter as far as like the citrus goes. It's more of like a, I guess, an acidic citrus to it. It's very, very nice. The bergamot that I get out of this snooze is more of like a lime type character. It is very good. The tobacco is very raw tasting. It's earthy. It's slightly aromatic in the tobacco, but it's more barnyard type tasting, I guess. Very, very earthy. I wouldn't say it's like Grove, but it's close to Grove as far as the tobacco character goes. Very nice. This stuff is still touted as a budget option, even though it's creeping north of like $4. That's getting into like premium uh, territory. But if it's #1 in Sweden right now, from what Gustafsson is saying, um, then I mean, I guess it's okay for us in the US. I mean, it definitely does taste like a premium product. If you've never had Knox, um, you're missing out. You really are. It's Scroof's budget brand again. And as you guys know, I'm a sucker for Scroof. I love Scroof. Scroof is my favorite brand. Just like everybody, they say they're a Swedish Match guy, they're a General guy. Some people love Granite. Granite's great. Me personally, or even Thunder. Some people love Thunder Frosted. That's all they go with. I love Scroof. I love Knox. I almost ordered Scroof, uh, original portion and white portion. But the thing I will say about Scroof so far is Scroof is becoming a little bit on the dry side, in my opinion. And kind of sucks. As far as the white portion goes, it's becoming a little bit more dry. As far as the last cans I've had, a couple orders back, it was a little bit dry. I know every can is different, but I found it to be a little bit dry. Knox, on the other hand, yeah, it's dry, but it's not as dry as Scroof. So I went with some Knox because, again, I missed this snus. I had a craving for it from my last order that I did like quite a few months ago. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to throw like almost a roll of Knox in and see if I remembered how good it was. And indeed, this is a great, great snus. 24 portions per can. It's a large white portion format. This is my second can I'm almost through. It is great stuff. The smell is fantastic, very earthy smell. You get leather, you get some hay tones in there. Very, again, raw tobacco type of smell with bergamot. The bergamot is not really on the nose. Out of the can, I don't get any of that. But in the flavor, it definitely comes through. When you first pop it in, you definitely get that tobacco. And then at about, I'd say 2 to 3 minutes, you start getting the bergamot release. Especially if you stick your tongue up there in your upper lip and taste it. Definitely get more of that bergamot lime type of characteristic. It's not like, when I say lime, it's not like a Göteborg's Rapé lime. If you guys remember that. It's not like that type of lime with the salt. It's more of like a lime rind. It's very nice. Okay. Randy says, I got him into Scroof original portion. I tell you, man, that stuff is amazing. I go with that or Stark sometimes, and oh man, so good. That rose oil, I don't know. I've heard that the rose oil has been, a little bit on the low side as of, newer batches that have came out. I haven't had any of the really old Scroof stuff, but you still get a little bit of that rose oil in there. They did add a little bit more bergamot in Scroof, which is fine. But that hint of rose oil, that sweetness, that floralness you get in the background mixed with the tobacco, and then plus Scroof itself, the tobacco is very mellow. I don't know how they do it, but it's just a great all-day snus, especially an original portion or white. Yeah, it's amazing. I love Scroof. Love Scroof. All right. Yeah, Randy, check Knox out on your next order. You're going to love it. Let's talk nicotine strength. Nicotine strength is medium. So it's normal. Normal nicotine strength. And I feel that to be true. 0.8%. Totally fine as an all-day user. Again, there's a lot of people out there. I'm one of them that don't like your head to be blown off with nicotine, especially in the morning. When you wake up, if you have coffee or tea in the morning, I've been going to more tea than coffee. You pop in a regular strength snus, mix that with, again, coffee or tea. It's amazing. Just really great. All right. What else here? Flavor longevity. Flavor longevity is going to last you, it's a white portion, good 45 minutes to an hour on the upper lip. At the hour mark, I would say it really just stales out. Um, yeah. I mean, you can pull out some tobacco later on, but it really just stales out. Yeah. All right. Randy says, sorry, the comments keep disappearing. I hate that. I wish they would just show up all the time so I could read them. So I had to keep touching the screen. Randy says, I definitely can't handle too much nicotine. 12 to 14 milligrams is the highest I can do. That's only maybe 1 or 2 portions a day. I'd have to agree with that. Sometimes, you know, I'll go up to like 1.5%, and that's like my max. Some of these really strong snoozes that I have from my latest order. If you guys haven't watched the unboxing, I got a lot. I got quite a few strong nicotine snoozes in there. Some ultra strongs or mega strongs, ranging at like 2.4% or 24 milligrams. That is freaking insane. I am terrified to try those snoozes, but I have to take the bullet for you guys. Um, and really, I can only keep those snoozes in for like 20 to 30 minutes. But, at around that time, I can gauge, because I've been doing this for so long, I can gauge and see if a snooze is going to last a long time flavor wise or not. Just from the moisture that comes out of the snooze, from the way that basically how the snooze develops within those first 25 minutes or so, I can get a generally good idea of like the flavor longevity and the flavor strength over the course of like 45 minutes to an hour. That's on high nicotine strength snoozes, like really high. Stuff around like the 1.5% down to the really low stuff, I keep that in for an hour plus just to really see what else I could pull out of that, especially if it's, a blend of flavors or a mixture of tobaccos, just to see what they want to tell me in the upper lip to pull more flavor out. So anyway, all right, I got a lot of comments coming in. Thank you guys. Thank you. Oh, yeah, Randy. Okay. Okay, you're the dude that was on the Snus and EDC Facebook group that talked about my EDC, my everyday carry. So, all right, side note. One, if you haven't joined the Snus and EDC Facebook page that's hosted by Chad Jones from Snoopy, obviously. That guy does everything nowadays, including a farm. Be sure to join that Facebook group and see what your fellow snoozers are carrying around the world. We do like pocket dumps or EDC everyday carry photos of what we have in our pockets on an everyday basis. It's really cool. You get to see what everybody has carrying, like pocket knives, flashlights, sunglasses, guns, if your state, country allows that, all that kind of cool stuff. So I want to see yours. I want to see yours, Randy. Let me see your EDC. Yeah, so join that. Anyway, let's look at the comments here. Gustav said, I was craving nicotine after 18 hours without snus. I'm trying to look at the screenshot here. There's icon there. All right. Yeah, nicotine withdrawal is something that really, honestly, sucks. Really does suck. But snus, as you guys know, is 99% safer than smoking and American dip. I argue American dip. Our Dr. Brad Radu says that, American smokeless is just as safe as snus. Okay. But me personally, I think it's because I'm biased to snus. I say that Swedish snus is 99% safer than smoking and American dip or American smokeless tobacco. There's many studies out there that prove that to be true. Again, it does not, snus does not produce any gum disease, tooth loss, cancer, gastrointestinal cancer, heart disease, anything like that. So, for anybody that may be watching this that is stuck on smoking, um, I would highly suggest you guys to pick up a couple cans of snus and try it and kick the smoking habit, especially with this supposed COVID-19 going on. They're saying that if you get COVID-19 and you're a smoker, you're at a very high risk of really some bad stuff with your lungs, because you definitely need your lungs to survive this virus that is going around. Again, any guys, I know a lot of people are going through some hard times around the world. I'm with you. It sucks. I know a lot of places have lockdowns going on, but I got to say, don't freak out. Don't be like a lot of the other sheep out there that are just hoarding things and going crazy. Please be courteous to your common man. Help them out. If, for example, if you're at the grocery store, and at least here in the US, people are hoarding toilet paper, and you only see like 1 or 2 rolls of toilet paper left, or, packages, somebody behind you or whatever, or need a thing of toilet paper and you're good, hand it off to the next person. Seriously. That can go a long way during these times. People are crazy. And I want everybody to stay safe during these times and, follow laws that, don't restrict freedoms for sure, but follow laws. Anyway, just be nice to your common man. Be nice to your fellow man. And spread love, guys. All right. Randy Marsh. Yeah, the warning labels are stupid, but at least there aren't nasty pictures like rotten teeth on the cans like in other countries. That's true. So far, that's what we got to deal with. Long Swedish words on our snus cans. Sort of ruins the aesthetic. Really ruins the aesthetic, but at least it's small, right? And you know what? As I drop the can, let's take a look at this can. All right, let's see here. Hang on here. I get texts, and if I get a text, sometimes it might interrupt the stream, so sorry about that if it paused. Hang on 1 second. Before we look at the can, I got some questions here, though. Randy Marsh says, Matt, real quick, what is your favorite brand? Okay, my favorite brand is Scroof. I love Scroof. Scroof original portion, amazing stuff. Again, with that rose oil that's in there, the hint of floralness, the slight sweetness, the mellow tobacco, amazing. That is a great all-day use snus. So Scroof is my favorite brand. All right. Favorite band. Okay. I'm sorry, I thought that said brand. But yeah, that's my favorite brand of snus. Band, okay. My favorite band. Let me where'd my mic go? Gosh dang it. My mic was clipped to this. To my tripod. So you know what? Can you guys hear me okay? Is that better? Worse? Sorry. I'll answer the band question in a second. Is that too loud? Too quiet? Okay. So actually, I'm gonna set this back on the tripod. Okay, and I'm gonna show you my favorite band. I'm gonna actually move the camera, so if it gets shaky and jittery, sorry. Again, I'm doing this on my phone, but hang on. Sorry about the audio. Okay, so I'm wearing a shirt underneath of this button down, and it's got my favorite band on it. My favorite band is War of Ages. They are a band off of the label of Face Down Records. So boom, War of Ages. Sweet shirt. They are a metal band. They are actually a Christian metal band. They are freaking awesome. And I'm gonna move this this camera here. Hang on one second. Okay, so on my wall, so this is my snus wall here. Okay, it's got all my snus stuff, and my Dwight Schrute bobblehead right there from The Office. So if you guys like The Office, shoot some Office comments down below. Anyway, so I went to 2 shows from War of Ages. Sorry again about the shaky camera. So I went to 2 shows from War of Ages, and I got a signed poster there. All the band members. And then my second favorite band is from right here in my home state of Michigan, and that is American Arson. Seen these guys like 3 times, I think. So I got a signed, sorry about the lighting. I got a signed thing from them, and I got a drumstick signed from the band as well. There's only 2 guys in the band, a drummer and a guitar player and vocalist. So that's another Face Down Records band. And Gustafson, thank you for joining us tonight. Really appreciate it. You have a good night, sir. You just said it was getting late, so I know it's late in Sweden. Sorry, guys, for those of us joining from Sweden. But yeah, have a great night, man. Okay. Yeah, I'm a huge fan of going to concerts and shows too. Freaking awesome. So, yeah, War of Ages. I mean, any band. Okay, so if you guys love music and you love metal or you love any genre, Happy Easter. Happy Easter to you, Gustav. Thank you again for joining us, sir. And anyway, yeah, Face Down Records is an amazing label. They have some really great bands on there. I love just about all their bands. Deathbreaker is a little heavy for me, but other than that, man, like Nothing Left and like Comrades and Dens is amazing. Holy cow. And then Randy's asked, okay, so we're in the music section of our live stream. So if you guys came here to talk snooze, we'll get into that in a second. Let's talk a little bit of music. Randy Marsh, do you ever like Under Oath? I loved Under Oath. I like some of their new stuff too. Their new album they put out. No, it's fine. Music stuff is fine too. I love music. I got my grandpa's in the other room. I got my grandpa's turntable, stereo cabinet. I mean, it's a piece of furniture that I play records on sometimes, and it's amazing. But anyway, music. Let's. So Face Down Records, you guys really need to check out their bands. They're amazing. So yeah. But yeah, Under Oath. I really do like Under Oath. I like a lot of their old stuff, like let's see, what is it? Lost in the Sound of Separation. I think that was one of their albums. Fantastic album. Um, uh, they're Only Chasing Safety. I mean, that was like their second major release. That was really good. Yeah. Anyway, music's awesome. Yeah, I've heard they put on an awesome show. Under Oath. I've heard they put on a great live show. Tickets can be pricey for them though. Ever since they really, jumped up in popularity, they could be pretty pricey. Their new album, I think it's called Erase Me. I actually enjoyed that. I know a lot of people had some backlash over that album because they sort of went away from like Christian rock. Yeah, that kind of sucks for me personally. But the album, like if you just listen to it, it's still pretty darn good. Like musically and lyrically, it's pretty good stuff. Those dudes have some talent, that's for sure. All right. So let's see, Glenn. Glenn says I've been hitting the crystals, English, menthol, and spearmint. You're talking snuff, right? Like nasal snuff. So there was a period in time before snus for me that I was using nasal snuff, and I used to like the Samuel Galleth's apricot, and then the Scotch snuff from that was Samuel Gawith? No. Garrett and Sons? Man, it's been a long time. It's been years. But anyway, yeah, I used to like that. I used to use Wilson's Asharo, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, anyway. So here's the thing, Randy. This is a snooze channel. It's okay. It's okay, because we're here about harm reduction, right? So the thing about snuff is that it can get very messy. You have to like be conscious about your nose. And I don't know. I think snus is cleaner in my personal opinion. Well, you don't have to worry about your nose dripping or anything like that. You don't have to worry about, blowing your nose or wiping it, stuff like that. With snus, you don't have to worry about that. You don't throw it up your nose. That's a benefit of snus. But yeah, I mean, if you're interested in snuff, I mean, I guess try it. It's not like the nicotine strength on it is, I mean, there's some strong stuff out there, but comparing it to snus, like the nicotine hit off of snus versus snuff, snus is like up and then levels out, for the whole time you have it in. Snuff is like up, down, up, down, up, down, and it's not as strong, in my personal opinion. I didn't get a huge nicotine rush from snuff as I did from snus, or a nicotine satisfaction, I should say, because I know a lot of people are not chasing. I guess a lot of people like me are not chasing nicotine. At least I hope so. If you guys are like chain snoozing Siberia, please stop. That can't be good for you as far as your nicotine tolerance goes. Because here's the thing about what I've noticed about snus. When you use snus for quite a long time, I've been using snus for about 6 years, and when you use snus for a while, and you go from like strongs to like lower nicotine strengths, there will be a point in time where you'll pop in a strong snus one day after doing it for a while, and you'll be like, whoa, okay, I thought my tolerance was built up to strong snus. Yeah, but you'll notice that at least for me, what I've noticed is my nicotine tolerance will vary. It'll go from like, okay, I could do some strong some days and have no problems. Other days, I'll hit some strong snus and whoa, that's way too much. So I've been bumping down my nicotine level to normal strength because I found that if I primarily use, you know, regular nicotine strength for a long period of time, your tolerance will adjust to that and you'll get a better nicotine satisfaction out of your lower snoozes. Where in the beginning, some people, they'll take a strong snooze and really chase that rush. They'll continue to chase that nicotine rush. They'll keep going up and up and up in strength. But what they don't realize is your nicotine tolerance will level off and then it'll go down. That's what I've noticed. And that, that may very well be the same for a lot of people out there. If I'm making sense, let me know. If I'm babbling too much, let me know. But yeah, your nicotine tolerance will adjust. So I'm going to guess there's going to be some people out there that do a lot of strong nicotine snus and they'll crash one day. They're going to have huge leveling off their tolerance and it's going to go down. At least that's what it did for me. So I'm back to normal strength nicotine in my snus. All right. I mean, here's the thing too, Randy. Snuff can be an interesting experience if you've never had it. It's more of a scent thing instead of a taste. When you watch YouTube videos of like, okay, snuff tastes like this. One, if you're using snuff and you sniff it too hard, it'll go to the back of your throat. That's not what they mean about, flavor. You have to sniff it gently like a flower. And when they're talking flavor, they're talking scent. What does it smell like? And you'll get, every time you breathe in, you'll get a little bit of aroma of whatever that snuff, is flavored with or cased with in the tobacco, blended with. And it's like snus. There is really anything you could think of out there in the snuff world. And for people that are coming from cigarettes and want something different, you could try snuff. I mean, it's a little bit outdated in my opinion as far as enjoyment of smokeless nicotine goes. But, I mean, it's valid. There hasn't been any reports medically of any cancers associated with it because it's a very small margin of people that use it. So keep that in mind. In the studies that you will find about snuff, it's not valid because they're using studies of women back in the early 40s, putting it in their lower lip like dip. So it's not valid. But anyway. All right. Let's see what other comments I missed here. Keep them rolling, guys. Really appreciate all the comments. And after the stream ends, be sure to leave some comments on the video too. Because I don't know. I don't know if these comments will show up after the fact. Let's see. I'm looking at the comments. Yeah, Randy says, completely agree. Once you use Siberia too much, you get a tolerance, there's no higher you can go. Well, you can go over to Thunder X, but I think that's been discontinued, but that stuff is crazy. Thunder X is like 4.2, from what I remember. Siberia, I think, is in the high 3s, isn't it? It's been so long since I've looked at Siberia. Looking at comments. Keep them rolling. Thank you. Any questions, comments, concerns on Knox white portion? Have you guys had this snus yet? I got quite a bit of people in this live stream that are not commenting. I find your lack of comments disturbing. Randy says, I think it's 43 milligrams per gram. Okay. Yeah, like I said, it's been a while. And they have like Siberia Extremely Black, which is supposed to be the first tobacco-centric. Yeah. Yeah. First. Well, yeah, the first tobacco-centric Siberia. Supposedly. Interesting. You know what I really miss? What I really miss is, you know what? I'm going to pull it off my shelf. And you guys missed out. I'm telling you. This stuff right here. Scroof Blackline. This stuff was great. Look at it. This is a sweet can too. Well, it's dusty. Yeah, there's nothing really much on the can anyway. But look at that can. Blackline. This stuff is really strong. Not as strong as Siberia. It's sitting around the 2%, 2.0%. Man, that was a tobacco-centric snus. And I think it had more rose oil in it too that I picked up on it. This was like Scroof's like premium super secret project snus, which was amazing. Really missed this snus. And I just messed up my wall. That's okay, I'll fix it later. All right, let's look at the comments. Had Nick and Johnny and it was too sweet. Which Nick and Johnny? The crushed ice? I really like the crushed ice. Glenn says, had Jacobson's mint and wintergreen. I love Jacobson's wintergreen. I have a can of mint in this latest order that I'll do a review on soon. So for all you mint lovers. But Jacobson's wintergreen is probably like the best wintergreen flavor that's on the market. And yeah. Randy asks, does the Knox white flavor kick in pretty quick like Grove White does? Main reasons white turns me off is because it seems the flavor takes a while to kick in. Okay, so to answer your question, Randy, it does take a few minutes for the flavor to develop and fully kick in. But what I will say about white portions, what I love about white portions is I can keep them in for like a long freaking time. So yeah, it does take a while for the flavor to develop, but if you're patient, take your time with it and be a snooze snob like I am and pick out flavors and really pick your brain on what flavors are coming out of the snooze, you're going to really enjoy it. And you're really going to enjoy the longevity of flavor you can get out of white portions. That's why I think white portions are very popular right now. Yeah. Let's see. Original portions. I like original portions. I don't use them as much anymore because they can become a little bit drippy at times. Sometimes I don't like that. Let's see. Crushed ice white. Okay, so you're using crushed ice white, Glenn. Okay. Yeah, that can be a little sweet at times. I found that if it's too sweet, try the white. Oh, white. Sorry. Crushed white ice. Okay. So try actually. Well, if that's too sweet for you, well, that really takes that out of the equation. I actually found that the crushed ice white was less sweet than the original. But I like the original crushed ice better. Because, again, I mean, you do get more flavor up front with crushed ice original, but that does dissipate quicker. So, Glenn says, had catch licorice. Me or you? I've had catch licorice. That's a good snooze. Catch licorice is pretty darn good. Just had catch raspberry and licorice. Wasn't my thing. Never really been much of a licorice fan anyway. To each their own. I personally love black licorice. I even love some salted licorice. It's amazing. Yeah. But catch raspberry licorice is amazing. Did I do a review on that? Holy cow, did I miss that review of catch raspberry licorice? Let me know in the comments. I can't remember. I cannot remember if I did a video on that, but I really enjoyed that snus. That was a fantastic snus. The mixture of raspberry and licorice was awesome. Awesome. Randy's going to look that up for me. Thank you, sir. When I get this live stuff going too, like with guests, Randy, if you're interested, I'm putting you as a moderator. So, can I add you as a moderator right now? Yes. Randy, you're a moderator. So congratulations. You just got promoted. Okay. So you are now in control of the chat room as far as watching people. Make sure they're not out of hand. So yeah, the Catch X-Range Raspberry Licorice. X-Range, right? X-Range? Oh, I can't remember. I feel dumb. Yes, X-Range. Yes. Yes, X-Range. Okay. Do I have a can of that? Hang on, I'm gonna check to see if I have a can of that. Hold the phone. Hold the chat room, guys. Randy, you're moderating. Hang on. Do I have a can of that somewhere? It does not look like I have a can of that around the studio. Okay. Maybe it's just, yeah, maybe it's just a regular Catch raspberry licorice. Okay, well, all right. So, yeah, raspberry licorice was amazing. Again, it was a regular licorice type flavor, a little bit of salt in there. And that raspberry was great. I mean, here's the thing. I really miss Thunder Raspberry. I know a lot of you people that are watching the stream probably miss that snus as well. I don't think it's coming back, sadly. But yeah. Oh, I miss that snus. That was like, I did that snus review 4 or 5 years ago. I think I was disc golfing or geocaching, something outdoors related. I did a review on that snus. No, I think I was in my car. Yeah. Yeah, anyway, I missed that snus. Fantastic snus. Randy is asking, what was my first snus? All right, so you guys want to hear my first snus story? Do I have a can of it up here? Well, I have a can to represent it. The first snus I ever popped in and tried was the US variety of General Classic Portion. Original strength, original portion. And holy cow, it was good. It was, okay, I was a pipe and cigar smoker. Yeah, it was a tobacco-centric snus. It was General. Regular strength, everything. So, I was a pipe and cigar smoker for quite a few years, off and on, because I enjoyed the flavor of tobacco, the craftsmanship of tobacco, the art of tobacco and pipes, and I was starting to enjoy it a little bit too much. I didn't want to keep smoking because I knew the risks associated with smoking. And I was like, okay, I got to find something else. So I tried vaping. I went from that to vaping for a while. I started vaping back in, holy cow, 2008, when the very first electronic cigarettes were shipped over from China. And they were the pen styles, the longer pen styles. I don't even have one now. And you would fill the tip that was filled with like a cotton type material with liquid, pop that onto the end of the electronic cigarette, and it had the pressure switch. If you guys are familiar with vaping, it had the pressure switch, so you vaped like a cigarette. And I found that to be interesting. So I kept with that, stuck with the trend. It went to tearing out the bridges of atomizers and like dripping directly into the atomizer. And then it moved on to tanks. Like a little bit after that, it moved on to like your tanks where you fill up a tank, full of e-liquid onto a battery and you vape that. I did that for a long time. I did some reviews. I used to have a vaping review channel. Did that for a while. And then I was like, okay, there's tobacco flavors out there. I've tried those. Some of them were decent, but there was something missing. That tobacco type flavor. That true tobacco flavor. And I was pretty saddened by that. So what I did is started looking around the internet for, let me adjust my camera. So I started looking on the internet for smokeless alternatives. And I wasn't really fond of American dip or chew. I've tried that way back in the day when you weren't supposed to in middle school. Didn't really enjoy that the first time I had it, that I remembered back in the day. So I stayed away from that. Plus I thought at the time, because I didn't know about Brad Radu and his research, that American smokeless tobacco, I thought American smokeless tobacco was pretty darn harmful to your health. I thought it was pretty much on the same aspects of smoking, gum cancer, teeth loss, all that kind of stuff. I bought into the warning labels. So I tried snuff for a little bit after doing my own research. I landed on snuff. I tried that for about a year almost. That wasn't really doing it. It was interesting, but it really wasn't doing it for me. And I then found SnusCENTRAL's videos, now Snus TV, found Joel's old videos, and Chad was doing some snus reviews. Chad Jones, Snoopy.com. I watched some of his videos, and I was like, okay, what is this about? Is this like American dip? Is this like chew? No, snus is not like American dip. It's not like anything like that. It's similar as far as sort of how you use it, but it's different. So I did my own research. I looked at all the studies from Sweden and around the world from different sources. Come to find out, I stumbled across Brad Radu's Truth About Smokeless blog, and went down to the store, my local gas station, to see if they had snus in stock. Found General Snus, and I picked up the original, not the same can, and the white mint. So I popped in one of these, and I was like, holy cow. First off, this nicotine strength was insane. Insane. I remember dropping my wife off at, I can't remember where I dropped her off at. She on it was in the winter, I remember that. I don't know, anyway, I dropped her off somewhere to meet relatives or something. And I popped a snus portion in on the ride home. General Original. Loved the flavor, loved it. But when that nicotine hit me, holy cow, I was not prepared for that. I was white knuckling my steering wheel, trying to figure out what the heck is going on. And I had a giant nicotine rush. Huge. I was freaking out. I had to pull over. And my wife might be watching this and laughing right now, but I had to pull over to the side of the road and take it out and stop for a minute because I was just freaking out. So the first couple times I used Snus, I had to literally take my time with it to transition from vaping to Snus. So I popped in a portion and let it sit for a couple times. Yeah, so for a couple minutes at a time. So yeah. After that, let's see, what would I do after that? I purchased my first shipment from SnusCENTRAL about 6 years ago, and then I started doing reviews on my personal channel. From there, it really picked up. Chad noticed me, and he forwarded me on to the SnusCENTRAL team, and they said, hey, what about doing some reviews for us? So then I started doing reviews for SnusCENTRAL. But I remember my first snus order. I was so excited. I had so many different flavors. Actually, Randy, if you want to watch my first snus unboxing that I've ever done outside of SnusCENTRAL, it's on my personal soup channel. So if you type in soup222 in the YouTube search bar, you could pull up my personal channel. I got some stuff I do on there, like, pen reviews, stuff like that, fountain pen reviews, firearm reviews, knives, stuff like that, and my old snus reviews. And you can see my thoughts on some early snus products and my first order I've ever done for SnusCENTRAL. I might repost that here on the channel as like a flashback type of thing. That might be interesting for people to watch. It's outdated as far as some of the snus goes, and you can see some of the old cans that are on there too, but that'll give you an idea. I ordered a mixture of some tobacco flavors and some flavored snuses, but man, that was really cool. I had some good times with my buddy Josh trying some different snus, and it was awesome. So the name of my personal YouTube channel, if you guys want to take a look at it, I don't post a lot of videos on there. I post videos sporadically, but it's Soup, S-O-U-P 222. And you can look it up there in YouTube. So Randy, if you want to post that in the comments so everybody knows. Or if you can copy a link and paste it in there too, that'd be cool. I only have like 850 some subscribers on that channel. I don't do a lot on there. Maybe in the future I will, who knows. Yeah. I'm also thinking about, yep, there it is. I'm also thinking about, it's in the comments. I'm also thinking about getting into, well, I am actually into it. I'm practicing testing and things like that, studying ham radio. Yeah, this guy is going to be ham pretty soon. After all of this COVID stuff blows over, I'm going to go get licensed for amateur radio. So if any of you guys are into amateur radio too, let me know, and I might do some videos on my secondary channel, my personal channel on ham radio. So that's pretty cool. But anyway, that's not snus related. Maybe I'll pick up some hams in Sweden and talk snus and record some conversations. That might be interesting. Post them here on the channel. I'm always looking for ways to really make more interesting content on this channel. So every bit of feedback you guys give me here on Snus TV on the comments is very helpful to me. So please, if you guys have any suggestions, comments, anything like that, let me know, because I will incorporate it into the channel. I do want to bring back the green screen and the old studio setup, but right now I'm in an apartment. I don't have very much space at all. So this right here is pretty much all you're going to get, unless I do like an outside review or incorporate an activity into a review. this is pretty much what you're going to get as far as the studio setup goes. I need some water. Give me 1 second. I will be right back. Talk amongst yourselves. I'm going to get some water. Hang on 1 second. Oh, I got a water coming. Sorry about that, guys. Okay. All right. Any questions, comments, concerns? Again, on Knox White. Okay. Okay. Let's see. I'm just going to call you Northlander 1, if that's okay. So Northlander 1, looking for a bargain price snus. Is Captain brand worth trying? Okay, I would say yes. A Captain is pretty good for a budget snus, especially if it's really, really budget. It's good. Their flavored stuff isn't very strong in the flavor department, but their regular tobacco and their licorice is very good. Very good. Randy, I will have to check that link after the video's done, because if I click on a link here, it's going to exit the live stream. I don't want that to happen. All right. Okay, I just got word from my wife that she's watching live stream, so thank you. That yeah, that indeed, that link that you posted is my first original order from SnusCENTRAL. What is that, Scroof Sun? Oh, you mean my favorite snus, pretty much, of all time. And I mean, other than Scroof original, my favorite snus of all time. And I still got the first can I got. Scroof, Sunfresh, Stark White. This is something that Scroof needs to bring back. This was freaking awesome. So it's a mentholated snus. Scroof, you know I'm a fanboy. Please, for the love of snus, bring this back. This was like, wow, I can't remember. I'm drawing a blank on flavor. I know it was mentholated, and I think this had like a lemon type of character to it, I think, from what I can remember. It had some floral notes in there. Sunfresh. I cannot remember. I can't remember. No, it was orange. It was like an orange type of flavor with menthol. It was freaking amazing. It was like orange rind. It was awesome. Holy cow, this snus. Please, Scroof, bring this back. Please bring this back. Oh, I miss this snus. I gotta stop looking at this can. I miss it too much. So Randy says, I wish I got into snus earlier. It looks like I missed out on a lot of stuff. You did, sadly. You missed out on a lot of stuff, but there's new stuff coming out all the time. Awesome stuff coming out all the time. I mean, man, like this right here. Spoiler alert, I'm doing a video review on this within the next day or two. Faro Raspberry Mint is awesome. And I did some more research on this too, because when I popped this in, I'm like, okay, I don't see tobacco in here. What is this? You know what's in here? Tea leaves. Tea leaves. Freaking awesome. So it's a tobacco-free snus, that kind of tastes like it has tobacco in it. It's got that earthy tone from the tea, and it's raspberry mint. And it smells, get this, they're on SnusCENTRAL, just launched. It smells like it smells similar to Thunder Raspberry. Not saying it tastes exactly like it, but it smells like it. So anything that has like raspberry in it, especially the Catch Licorice Raspberry, man, I thought it was Thunder Raspberry at first, but no. Anything with raspberry smells like Thunder Raspberry to me. I don't know why. Yeah. No, this Faro stuff, pretty surprising. Pretty good. Spoiler alert, I like it. Look for the review in the next couple days. Everybody, I want you to blast this out again. I want you to blast the live link out. Blast it out. Let's get some more people in here. We've had some awesome discussions. Thank you. Really appreciate it. I know our viewers in Sweden right now are probably freaking out, like, why are you doing a live stream so early in the morning? I'm sorry, but it's what happens sometimes. All right. Comments, looking at the comments. Everybody that's watching this, like, post live stream, thank you. Thank you. If you got an hour and 11 minutes into it, now an hour and 12 minutes into it, thank you. I really appreciate it. All right. Well, I'm going to give it a few more minutes. If nobody else jumps on, I think I might call it. Because I know some of these live streams, if they run long, people have like a mind of a guppy and they don't want to watch all of it. Unless you're a hardcore fan of the channel, you will, and thank you again. Big thumbs up to you guys. Big high five, fist bump to you guys. Man, but I know a lot of people, they want to watch their 5-10 minute reviews. That's fine. That's cool. My reviews run a little bit longer just because I'm a geek for snus. So thank you for all your support, everybody. I really, really appreciate it. Right. Wait a minute, Randy. Wait. You got work at 3:30 in the morning? You're a trooper, man. Are you an essential worker? What do you do? Let us know. Anyway, thank you for working too. Thank you for working for us. Appreciate it. I can't work right now. I'm on lockdown. My job got postponed. So, sucks. I guess I'm not essential. Security could be essential. I'm not essential. Holy cow, you run a rig on an oil field. That's some pretty tough work, man. Next to, like, ocean fishing, that's some pretty hard freaking work. So hats off to you, sir. Stay safe out there. Seriously, stay safe out there. So yeah, like, other than snus, like, personally, like, professionally, I'm a locksmith. And apparently, in the state of Michigan, we are not essential. I guess security doesn't matter during I don't get it. I don't get it, because there's still stores operating. There's still some places operating that need help with physical security. I can't do it. My company is temporarily closed due to this stupid pandemic. Anyway, can't argue. At least I get a little bit of a vacation out of this. It sort of sucks without pay. But, man, like, I haven't had a vacation in years, like an actual vacation for an extended period of time. So I'm enjoying this in a way. I'm trying not to lose my mind because it's so long. Like, I have to, like at work, I have to constant. I have to work. Like, as far as not working during this time sucks because my mind goes everywhere and I have to keep it busy with something. So I've been studying for my amateur radio stuff. I've been trying Snus, taking notes, and doing reviews like this live stream. So I have to do something. If I don't, I get super bored. And that's not fun. There's only so much time you could spend on your phone or on a PlayStation. And like that's been wearing on me. So I've been trying to do reviews and I've been trying to keep my mind preoccupied. Yeah, I hope I can get back to work soon too. I really enjoy what I do. It's super fun. Super fun. You meet a lot of cool people. So Randy's asking a gaming question. Have I tried any of the new Call of Duty Warzone? No, I haven't. I don't have physical like internet connection other than like phone data. So if I download a game or something, it takes up all my bandwidth, all my data. Sucks. But I do that so I save money on my internet because I get unlimited on my phone and unlimited like talk, text, stuff like that. But only 70 gigabytes a month. And I blow through that for hotspot. All right. Yeah, you would think locksmithing would be essential. Apparently not here in my state. All right. Any questions on Knox White? Any of the new viewers? Any questions? I did a review on this probably about an hour ago. Any questions on this guy? I will check that game out. I'm not a huge Call of Duty player. I do want to try that Modern Warfare. The new Modern Warfare looks awesome. I'm more into like RPGs. Character building. Like I've wasted so many hours on Fallout 4. It's insane. And Skyrim. No, too much of a nerd. Anyway. All right. Well, I think I'm going to wrap this up. Thank you for everybody joining me. Warzone is on the new Modern Warfare. I'll check it out. But thank you guys for everybody tuning in for the live stream on Knox White. If you missed my review and you're just now joining in, I got to cut things out somewhere. I got to shorten things somewhere. So if you guys are just joining me, watch the rewind on this. It's about like 11, 12 minutes into the video. I start talking about Knox White. But as a quick sum up and wrap up and summary of this snus, it is amazing. It's got a great tobacco character with some bergamot, a little bit of salt character there, a little bit of saltiness. More like a lime type of, more on the lime side of bergamot flavor. And 24 portions per can. Great nicotine strength. It's a normal strength. Not going to blow your head off. Lasts about an hour in the upper lip. White portion soft. Fantastic. It's less than a gram in each portion. Forgot to mention that. But it definitely fills your upper lip. It's a large white portion. It's good to go. And if you haven't tried it, be sure to try this, guys. It's great. All right. So that's going to wrap it up for me here at SnusTV.com. If you guys want to stay connected in the world of Swedish snus, please be sure to check out none other than SnusCENTRAL.org for the latest articles my friend Larry Waters wrote and Mo Uns in his drunken stupor of a world. Also, don't forget to check out our Facebook page, our Instagram page. I got to get back on that. Slacking on the Instagram. Got to get back on that. And for some quick hits of information along the day with Swedish Snus. Don't forget to join our Snus Central Facebook group. If you haven't done so already, we have awesome people over there. that posts some great, interesting tidbits of information in snus. They give you your take on Swedish snus, different brands, different varieties. Check it out. Great people over there. Fun group of people. And give this video a thumbs up, a share. Help this channel to grow, guys, because without you, this channel is nothing. So thank you, each and every one of you that have contributed in some way, that have watched the video, that have shared it, that have given it a thumbs up. That really helps. That have subscribed. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Really appreciate it. I still have to do the 3,000 subscribers special. When I get the encoding software squared away and able to get guests on here, I will do that. So be sure to check that out. Subscribe if you haven't. Hit that bell. Again, it really helps out the channel. It notifies you when new videos are coming up. So don't forget to do that. And until next time, guys, you know the drill. Enjoy good snus. See you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching.